Hello guys, welcome back. I'm Asif Torab and today's topic is cross-site scripting attacks. So first of all, we would um, get into what it is and how to hack using HTML and JavaScript. So these are one of the known dangerous popular attacks in the history. So JavaScript attacks are the known popular attacks in the history. Yes. So you can see how important they are in attacking the websites or applications. So um, I would emphasize on the basics first. That what are the basics of cross-site scripting? So basics, I'll give you a scenario. For example, you're visiting a website and most of the websites receives inputs, some sort of inputs, like in terms of text boxes, comments, check boxes, or anything like that. So those checkboxes, if they are not filtered in terms of backend, what's going on at the backend, so whatever you put into that website, it goes into somewhere, storing somewhere in this back database in the server. It goes to the server first and it stores in the database, and the server reflects back the output. So if it doesn't filter that and it reflects you back something as it is, or probably process that command whatever you put into that application or website, then what happens is that our scripting attacks is successful. So basics, I'm giving you a basic scenario just for the understanding. And it, as I said, for example, take it, HTML got tags in it, right? So if those tags, for example, head, body, or bold, or anything, for example, you're putting a bold tag, and the response after it reflects back to you, if it's give you the same bold text, that means it processed that, it processed the script or HTML, it processed that HTML and showing you the text in bold. And the same happens with that other tags. You put italics or you put anything in it consisting of HTML, and if it process it, then that means it's processing your HTML, and that's a stepping point to say that you are, it's not filtering your inputs and you can be successful in your attacks. So for example, you are putting any JavaScript in it and it will process that. So that's another thing. So what JavaScript is something which is the basic of the website. JavaScript, yeah. If you block that JavaScript, there is no life in your website. There is no life. Basically, it's not layout. It all. For example, little pop-up. I'll give you an example of JavaScript pop-up. For example, it asks you for your age. That how old are you? You must be at least. That's a pop-up. Or any alert, yeah, any alert on the website. That's all because of JavaScript. The JavaScript is running behind it. This is a simple example for the sake of understanding. Okay, so this is if you, for example, use a JavaScript within that input field, it goes to the server and the database and it stores it and reflect it back. And if it's, for example, is so powerful that if it's processed something, for example, a malicious code, right? A malicious code is a piece of code or some lines of code wrapped within JavaScripting, and you insert it into that input field. It goes there, it stores, it can do anything. It can be disastrous, it can put down the website, it can change the layout of the website, and this is so powerful thing. That's how the attacks are happening. That's how they deface the websites using that sort of um, commands. So another thing is you can steal cookies. So what is cookie now? So I will have another session where I will bring you in detail what are the cookies and how to steal the cookies, but basically just give you a flavor. And that cookies are your IDs, yeah, which lays on your machine, which lays on your device. And when you open a browser, that stores in your browser. When you open a browser and you start a session with the website, you start a session with the application, and that session has got a unique ID. So you've been assigned a unique ID. If somebody steals that ID, they can use the same session. For example, you are doing a shopping online, you've been assigned a cookie, that's your ID, your shopping cart, right? You're on the shopping cart right now, you had bulk of shopping, thousands of pounds, and then you are putting. Once that ID been stolen, the attacker can use the same ID, enable the same cart, change the address, or can get the details of your credit card or anything. So that is so powerful again. So it's all happening through JavaScripting and cross-site scripting attacks. So once uh, the session's been hijacked and the cookie's been stolen, there you go, bingo. So this is just, I'm telling you how to avoid it, how to be safe for the developers. They need to put a proper filters within their coding. They need to put cross-site scripting filters. They need to filter the inputs. What sort of inputs? No scripting is allowed. No JavaScripting or anything. No tags are allowed. So just a plain text is allowed, just an numbers are allowed. So they needs to when they're building the websites or applications, or they're writing a programs, they need to be careful to place proper filters in there so that this cannot be achieved. And Again, thank you very much for watching, and keep on watching more informative videos related to cybersecurity, and don't forget to subscribe and share this video. Thank you so much.